Hello, everyone, and welcome to 100% Chelsea. I'm going to try and be in as good a mood as I can for this stream. If we had done this before the news of John Terry, I would be absolutely buzzing right now. But I'm not so happy as I was. I'm sure you can all agree that your happiness has probably gone out the window as well. But we will be talking about that later on, so we're not going to talk about it too much now. Anyway, with us today, we have Mr. Oren Talidi, Irish guy.
Hi guys, as Max said, I'm the Irish guy that's always on here, giving you your transfer news.
Yep, even though we're not doing transfer news, we are doing a review of the MK Dons game. Um, but also with us, we have two AFC Wimbledon. Always do it. I mean, MK Dons fans. We have Nat, who was on yesterday. Unfortunately, he is not joined by Cheesy today.
Hi guys, yeah, James is doing family stuff this time, but you've got me, unluckily.
Yep, and as well as Nat, as you thought, it couldn't get any worse. We have Derek McCann, the man, the myth, the legend. Derek, how you doing?
Yep, I'm alright. Well, not too bad after today, but it could be worse.
Yep. So anyway, I'm seeing your comments. I know a lot of you want to know about John Terry. We will be doing a stream on that, but this is strictly just going to be about the game. Obviously, I know that is big news, and don't worry, we're not shying away from it. It will be going up. But anyway, 5-1 victory. The Dons were embarrassed. We'll start off with how embarrassing the fans are. I mean, letting off balloons at the start of the game that didn't even go in the sky was a little bit of a joke. But yeah, obviously, I think you said it's the best attendance you've had at a game, isn't it? Is that correct? Yeah. But yeah, obviously, it was a good game for us. You got your goal as well. Derek, what did you make of the game today?
I thought a lot of defensive errors let ourselves down. As good as Chelsea already are, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot with a couple of stupid mistakes, and we couldn't keep hold of the ball, so we struggled quite a bit. And obviously, Chelsea just a class above, and that's why they're champions of England, I guess.
Yeah, Nat, what did you think of the game today? Obviously, it wasn't a great result for you guys. The fact that you don't have any strikers was a big problem. As in, you didn't really have any end product up front. However, in the midfield, you looked decent. Obviously, when you got that first goal, it wasn't a shock. You had a few decent opportunities, but what did you make of the game as a whole?
I thought it went as a lot of people expected it would. I mean, you're coming up against the champions of England when you're a team struggling at the wrong end of the championship. So 5-1, I don't think was a massive shock to a lot of people. But obviously, as a Dons fan, it's still disappointing to see your team concede 5 goals at home and 3 pretty sloppy goals. I mean, Oscar's third was just class. That's why he's considered one of the best players in the Premier League.
His second was a pretty good goal.
Trying to remember the second.
His third was where he literally just cut through your whole team and just was literally just given a space. The second one was from the right-hand side where...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good goal, to be fair. Loftus-Cheek's pass was perfect and just a very, very good finish.
Yeah, obviously we will talk more about Loftus-Cheek later on. We did start a few youth players, but we did start a very strong team. I'm seeing a lot of comments about what I said about the MK fans. What did you two make of the whole balloon scenario?
I thought I was a bit mixed about it, to be honest. I mean, in a way, I thought it created a good atmosphere, but then it could also be seen, well, it probably is seen as quite tin pot, as a lot of people are saying. But I don't know. I didn't bring any balloons myself. I wasn't that fussed about it.
What did you think, Derek?
I think maybe if more people did it, it would look a lot better than it actually did. I didn't bring any myself, but if there wasn't many, and the ones that there were, none of them went in the air or anything. They didn't look very good. So,
Oren, obviously you are the only guy here that watched it on TV. What did you make of the game? Obviously you had a very different perspective to what we had. So what did you make of it?
Well, I thought Chelsea were dominant, but MK Dons were kind of one of the creators of that. They gave us far too much space in the ball, especially in the first half. every time they lost the ball, we kind of like won it back fairly quickly, as in the amount of space we got just to run at them and pass the ball around them. It really shows from like the chances we had and the goals we scored in the first half, especially Oscar's goal. He just ran and ran and ran, and when he felt like it, he had a shot. I just thought there was too much space given to the players, and then defensive errors didn't help MK Dons either. With that terrible back pass from McFadden,
McFadze.
McFadden, yeah, as in to let Costa in to pass it on to Oscar. I just don't. I really didn't think the MK Dons showed a lot of fight. Don't get me wrong. As in when we were level, they tried to play well, but we were still dominating the game and still passing the ball through all the space you gave us.
I must admit, I was quite surprised at how MK Dons looked. The first half, they looked fairly good, in my opinion. The goalkeeper made a few very good saves, one against Costa and the second against Hazard, I believe. First half, up until Oscar's masterclass, made it look like it was going to be a difficult game. But after that, you sort of fell asleep. Your defence was sort of nowhere to be seen. There was too many times where we were breaking up, and I genuinely think we could have scored many, many more goals to what we scored, because we were sort of taking it out to that left-hand corner flag and just holding it there for a little while. But if we'd showed a little bit more pace, a little bit more attacking threat, I genuinely think we could have got more. But as I said, the midfield wasn't too bad on your guys' end. Derek, I'm going to start with you here. Obviously, we got a penalty. I must admit, I haven't played it back. I think it was a tight one. As a ref sort of showed, he did sort of delay his response before saying it was a penalty. But then shortly after, I think Oscar was brought down, or somebody, I can't quite remember, and that to me was definitely a penalty. That wasn't given, so it did sort of turn out to be justified. You were saying something about Diego Costa earlier. You were saying that he shouldn't have been on the pitch. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Now, as I've seen on the pitch, I didn't actually see it in the match, but all I saw was a picture of his two hands strangled on top of Mefadzin's neck. That's like all I saw, which obviously it's a red card event, as that happens.
And that definitely sort of was in a threat and not just sort of while getting the ball. Was there something vicious there, do you think?
Yeah, but if you look at it the other way around, if Costa was in that position, would it be the same story?
There's many ways of looking at things.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, I was surprised to see Costa out there, I must admit. It's annoying that Pato wasn't registered quick enough. I would have liked to see him given some game time. But yeah, I think we played a really strong team, which was weird. We started one youth player. Bobby Rahman got a start. Obviously, Traore did come on and score, which was great to see. But I was surprised that we did put out such a strong side. I was glad that Hazard's side, because obviously he's just come back from injury. And it's good to ease him into first-team football against a reasonably poor side, where he could hopefully get a goal and gain his confidence back and sort of ease him back into playing against Premier League sides and hopefully scoring more in the future. So that obviously worked. He did get his goal. It may have only been a penalty, but it should do wonders for his confidence. How do you think Hazard will go on from here, Oren?
Well, just before I get on to the matter like playing a strong side, it didn't really surprise me that much, because even though we were on a good run of form, this team throughout the whole, if you look at it as a whole, is low on confidence in general. So it's nice to get out there and score a lot of goals. On the subject of Hazard, he looked well today, even against like you said, a poor side on the day. He looked sharp. He was moving about very well, and he got his goal. I don't know how that will portray on his league form, because it's a totally different class between the Championship and the Premier League. I'm hoping he goes on and turns our season around. Like you said, I'm the eternal optimist.
Definitely. I was disappointed not to see more youth players, but I'm glad to see Traore score. I'm glad to see Loftus-Cheek have such a good game, and hopefully they will be more pivotal players in the future. Nat, I'm gonna start with you. Obviously, you're not doing too great in the league. You're now knocked out of the FA Cup. Are you not massively disappointed with this? Because obviously you can now focus on the league and hopefully stay up, because that would do wonders for you guys.
No, I'm not hugely disappointed. I mean, I predicted a Chelsea win yesterday, and I only put 3-1, but yeah. No, I'm not hugely disappointed. I think this season was all about staying in the Championship. It was never about cup runs or anything like that. Just staying in the Championship should be and will remain the priority for this team. And if we can do that, which I still believe we will, then next season it's about building on that, and then progressively, maybe we can get to the promised Premier League land in a very long time, probably.
So yeah, basically what we take out is Oscar was incredible. Has shown form that we haven't seen Oscar sort of show for a very long time. Good that we started youth. Hazard may be back on it now. Realistically, we may be sort of going for the cup. However, the draw of Man City is going to put a massive sort of downer on that. But I still genuinely believe that we have a good chance of winning the cup. We have Man City at home. Obviously, they did absolutely thump us at their place 3-0 earlier on in the season. Oren, going on to the Man City game, how do you think we'll get on there? And I mean, I was in the fan camps outside the stadium today, and every single fan I interviewed said that they genuinely believe that Chelsea can win the cup. Are you one of them, or do you think that we'll more than likely get overturned at Man City?
Being the eternal optimist, Max, what do you think? I think.
I'd like it if you sort of talk a little bit of sense.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we will go. I think we will actually beat Man City, as in not just because I'm the eternal optimist, but this year we really need to focus on the cup. The league isn't our main aim anymore, because that's gone, and the City will be trying to focus on retaining that league and probably doing well in Europe. They will also be missing Kevin De Bruyne and Vincent Kompany for the tie as well. And with Chelsea starting to, what I believe is turning the corner, I think we can. I don't think we'll batter them like they did to us back in August, but I think we can give them a go and get a good result against them and head on to the next round of the cup.
Yeah, I'm nervous about the game. I've got to admit, Man City.
Yeah, I'm nervous as well, because City have been doing really well this year, but I still think we can play. If we play to our strengths, we will beat them.
You genuinely think we can go and beat them?
Yeah, as we're at home. We're at home as well.
I'm not saying we can't. I'm just really nervous about it. Like, I would have loved to see us win the cup. I would have rather seen us get an easy team. Like, Leeds away would have been great. But yeah, I'm disappointed with the draw, and that's another bit of bad news. Please, guys, a lot of you are saying about JT and Emanalo. As you guys know, I've had my Emanalo out T-shirt for a long time now, and that will be in the next stream. Trust me, we will talk about that, and I'm trying to be as happy as possible in this stream. Derek and Nat, have you guys got anything else you'd like to add or talk about?
Not anything in particular. I just think that I think we did give a good account of ourselves today. I mean, I don't know how people viewed it on the TV, but being in the Don's end, I thought we did play some good stuff at times. Obviously, not enough to get a result, but against the Premier League champions, who at times just carved through us like nothing, I think we did put in a good performance.
Yeah, you did give this amount of space to.
Yeah, I do agree with that, to be fair. I mean, I thought midfield, attacking-wise, looked very dangerous, but defensively, I thought it was poor. I mean, there were too many gaps. They were not getting back. Spence and McFadzean, I think, had an absolute nightmare today. Lewington and Walsh were fine on the left side. Lewington more so. I thought he was brilliant today.
Yeah, you didn't think he'd have a good game, did you? Whereas I was surprised with how good he was today. He definitely showed his leadership.
He showed that he can still do it. I mean, he was up against some very, very pacey wingers at times, and he stuck with it well, I thought.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with him. Is there any like one or two players that you think you could sort of pinpoint that may be to blame for today's disappointing result?
McFadzean first for his awful back pass for the first goal, definitely. And then in general, just the defence for some of the goals was just all over the place.
What about you, Derek?
I wouldn't pinpoint one person like as well. Yeah, I would pinpoint Munfadzine probably as the same as Nat for the first goal because you can't do that against the Premier League champions, can you? You will get punished. Defensively, yeah, I should say we weren't brilliant. We haven't been brilliant all season, and we can't really score goals as well, so this doesn't help. And about well, the class does show, doesn't it? Really, it's not can't pinpoint one player when you're playing against them, and we're in the wrong end of the Premier Championship. Sorry, so is what
Yeah,
it is.
if I'm to say, I feel like the result wasn't due to you lot playing poorly. As I said earlier, like there were parts of the game where you did look like you were playing quite well. I think it was more the fact that Chelsea today, unlike we have the rest of the season, just shows an absolute class that we haven't seen often. And I don't think that is down to the fact that you guys were massively poor. It was more the fact that we just played incredibly well. And hopefully that means we can go on and do greater things. Oren, you said that you think we've got a chance of winning the FA Cup. Do you think after the way the team played as a whole today, like we could start talking about European football? A lot of fans outside the ground were, but I feel like that is just due to the sort of adrenaline and the fact that they were pumped up after winning that game.
If I'm honest, I think we'll win. I think we can win the Champions League this year.
Of course you do.
Yeah, no, I'm serious though. As in, at the moment, as in like PSG say, people say, oh, this PSG team, they're really tough, they're really great. But like the Champions League group, they had Real Madrid, Shakhtar, and Malmo. They battled Shakhtar and Malmo, and they couldn't beat Real Madrid, who's a top European side. And then Chelsea were starting to regain the form of last season, and also we're playing in a much more competitive league. PSG are way too far ahead in that league to be really any good or be in with a contention. I think it'll be a tough game, and but this is not the time to talk about that because it's the MK Dons preview. But yeah, I think we can still make Europe this year through either winning the Champions League or winning the FA Cup.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's impossible. I think it's highly unlikely, and I'm not going to agree with them. I don't think we'll win the FA Cup. I'll be very surprised if we win any trophies this year. But I may be seen as a pessimist compared to you. A lot of people may. I mean, you are incredibly optimistic. But that's all I've got to say, really. Have you guys got anything else you'd like to add? That I mean, there's only so much we can really go over. No? Okay.
I'd just like to say, the MK Dons goalkeeper today, he conceded 5 goals, but what a performance!
Yeah, he played very well in that first half. I mean, he saved that shot from Diego Costa inside like 5 minutes, and from Hazard, which could have very easily gone in.
But in general, I just thought he had a good game, as in like as a keeper, as in you can still have a good game, but concede goal, as in you need them defenders to help you with your solidity, and I just don't think they did that. I thought as an individual, he had a good performance.
Of course, I mean, we saw that a lot at the start of the season with Begovic. He wasn't playing poorly, but we were conceding a high amount of goals. And no Chelsea fans were really blaming that on him. The players that tend to got the blame were Ivanovic, Cahill, players like that. But I definitely agree with that. He did have a good game. Jordan Spence, in my opinion, is Jordan Spence, isn't it? Am I right there?
Yep.
Yeah. Jordan Spence, in my opinion, could have almost got sent off. That one where he literally wrestled, I think it was Hazard, wrestled to the ground, like wrestled Hazard to the ground right outside the box was just ridiculous. I don't know if you guys saw it because you were.
Was that the one in the second half?
Yeah. I think we were already 5-1 up at that point.
If I was a ref, I don't think I'd have given that a red card. I would have given me. Did he give a yellow?
He did get a yellow for it.
I think that would have been a yellow in my opinion.
Sorry.
But one little thing after that, then it is another one.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I think overall the ref had a pretty good game.
Yeah. If it was if that was like Last Man or something was spent, then I'd say it, but not yet.
Yeah,
No,
there was. There's not much you guys can complain about realistically, is there? I feel like you played fairly well. It was purely a case of getting outclassed today, and that happens. It's happened a lot to us this season, so we know how you feel. But anyway, this has been our review of the MK Dons versus Chelsea game. Chelsea were victorious by 5-1 with a Oscar hat-trick, a Hazard penalty, and a Bertrand Traore goal. Leave all your comments in the description. We'll read through them, like them, reply. Please like if you have enjoyed. As I said, we will be doing a stream on JT later on, because that is huge news. Eunice should be on. Not Eunice, sorry. I'm going to try and get Eunice on, hopefully. He's not been well recently, which is why you haven't seen him so much. So wish him all the best. Louis may be on. Dan, maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll see. Definitely check that out. That'll be up in about 20 minutes, I would have thought. Oren, shout out your Twitter.
Yeah, my Twitter is @Tully_Oren. And if no one else is going to do it, before we end, I'd like to give my man of the match.
That is a shout. I completely forgot about that.
My man of the match for Chelsea would have to go to Oscar after his hat-trick.
Obviously.
And then my MK Dons man of the match, I'm going to give it to their goalkeeper, who I just remember the name of, and now I've forgotten. Martin, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I'd probably agree with you, to be honest. Normally, I've gone to see MK Dons quite a few times this season, and normally one player that does impress me quite a lot is Spence, but he was poor this season. This game, sorry. But yeah, Oscar definitely deserves man of match day. That's probably one of the best performances he has had in a Chelsea shirt. But yeah, as I said, please like, comment, and subscribe. All social media links will be in the description. You've said your Twitter, haven't you, Oren?
Yeah.
Yep. Nat, say yours. Obviously, as I've said, Nat is a football writer, so definitely check out what he put. Some quality stuff.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter @LWOS for lots of MK Dons articles. I'm planning on getting one done either tonight or tomorrow, so hopefully that'll be up tomorrow night.
He also retweets a lot of articles about other clubs as well. So obviously,
yeah, it's not. You don't have to be put off by the fact that all I post is MK Dons. There are loads and loads of other stuff on my Twitter, all retweeted by me from the other writers. So check it out. Some really, really good stuff on there. Definitely worth a look.
It's a really good place to go if you want to read football stuff. I mean, I read for it quite a bit. Definitely interesting stuff. Derek, is there anything you'd like to shout out?
Well, I haven't got my own Twitter, so the 12th man YT.
Yep, at the 12th man YT. That's obviously mine and Derek's Twitter. You had Ben on, the other guy, a few nights ago. So as you know, me, Ben, and Derek run a channel called the 12th Man. There will be a link in the description. Please go and subscribe. Q&A will be coming out soon, hopefully tomorrow. We did record it earlier today. Haven't quite had enough time to edit it though, unfortunately, because there's been so much more going on. I've been very busy today. But yeah, as I said, all social media links will be in the description. Definitely check out Orange's Twitter. Definitely check out Nat's Twitter. Definitely check out mine and Derek's Twitter. If you want to check out my Twitter as well, that is @MaxPerry98. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been 100% Chelsea with your review of the MK Dons versus Chelsea game. Goodbye.